perfect timing. Apparently, this is code red by Kickflip. Hello, everyone! CT is outside right now getting food for us, so just me again. But hello! Let me just say hi to everyone. Wicked Truth Love, thank you for redeeming first. And then Delverton, hello, hello. Hi, Lena. Hi, Wicked Truth Love. Hi, Champ. Hi, Son of Korhal. Hi, Champ. Thank you for 15 stream streak. Could have been longer had you not missed that one day. Thanks for lurking, Son of Coral, I guess. Prepare for cards, and more cards. Yeah, you guys can, there's like stuff to open. It's in the shop. No K-pop, unfortunately, but what can we say? You need to put together a movie trailer style into intro for them. Oh my god. World of Collectibles. Yes. Hi, Vindicate Foil. Holy crap. Sorry. I just woke up. No distractions, only Riftbound. Hi, Supreme King. Don't remind me. How do I have a 1 stream streak? I was here yesterday. Ooh, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. You guys are starting to miss days. You guys are slacking off. It's all good. But how's everyone's day? How was everything? All right. Hello. So I had a pretty okay day, and I slept at like 1 p.m. literally like a few hours ago, like 5 hours ago, right? Because I was literally up with CT and also Spidey, out of all people. We're looking for Christmas gifts for our family, and I was having a lot of trouble because every single time I would get on the call, like for the last like week and a half, I've been asking you guys, like the people who was on Discord. I was like, hey, do you guys have any ideas for Christmas gifts? Like, what are you guys getting your family for Christmas? I swear to God, every year it gets harder and harder to buy gifts for people for Christmas. Also, you guys are mean to Spidey after I left. What? Sneaky Link, hello, hello. I know I was chatting yesterday. Aaron was getting mad at me. Vindicate Foil, thank you so much for 35 stream streaks. See, that's literally viewer of the day. Viewer of the day. 35 stream streak? Y'all could never. Hello, Cool Brew. At least you got the Wicked Bug. We tend to have everything. You asked them to create a wish list. I feel like I should have done that. I think in the future, I'm gonna tell like the family just to be like, create a wish list, please, because fuck. And like I was also thinking, I was like, shit, like I think I need to create a wish list. Whoever was mean was the person who bit up that Jew. Yeah, that was pretty mean. That was pretty mean. I don't know, like personally for me, guys, I don't know how I felt about that. Sniping auctions. I think at first it was a funny, and then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, if I was in Spidey's position, I'd be pretty pissed. At least you got this Wicked book. Okay, so the Wicked book, okay. It's so strange with the Wicked book is because like, oh, long. I need to send that to you ASAP then. Like before, I need to write your name down. Yeah, I thought about it after I said that. Yeah, I just realized. I was like, wait, I should probably send that over. Because, like, CT and I were like, who needs their stuff sent? Like, it's the holidays. People said that they're worried about the holidays, like, you know, going crazy. So we'll send it after. But I was like, wait a second. Long really needs it. So I'll send that over literally tomorrow. But yeah, like I am literally trying to get a gift, and then I actually have to get a gift for CT still, but oh fuck, he's here. But I was talking to Gary about what's oh fuck, he's here. Anyways, I was also playing TFT. I was playing TFT and I went from Iron 2 to jump to Bronze 4, and then now I can't win. Everyone is too good and they all keep playing Yordles, and I'm really sad because that's all I know how to play. Hi.
Thank you, Chinese food.
Thank you, honey. Why is it dripping?
Not dripping. What's it dripping? No, this is from the scooper.
Yordle's nerfed, it's okay, but it's not okay with me. I'm not okay with that. They nerfed me. And then they keep taking my fucking units. I would get up to level, like, I don't know, level 7 or 8 with a fucking 1 star. 1 star Teemo and Tristana. Yordle's nerfed, GG. The streamers are back for another 12 days of DGen opening. Hi, Tisco. Thank you for attendance. How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? So now I'm like really sad. Guys, do you know what it's like to play TFT with your main carries literally being 3-star units? Until like level 8, level 9, no, like not level 9, like level like 6 or something. I'm actually such an idiot. I can't believe they nerfed Yordles, and then someone else played like the other Yordle set, and I was like, so you took all my shit, and then you play the Vagar one, and now I can't do anything to you. Thought you were preparing for Paris this weekend, me. That's Miss Trisha. Aaron, your boy had a long day today. It was the most adulting I ever did. Got a new shower head, one of those fancy ones you can shower for an hour. What? Wait, what? I don't know. Is there a shower head that you can only specifically use for hour-long showers? And why are we taking hour-long showers? I'm confused. And I got a new curtain blinds and got new lights for the balcony. Ooh, nice, nice. Wait. I guess so. Wait. Where'd you buy the shower head from? Is there Home Depot? Return it. Oh man, like in renovation was here. Oh, nice. You winning in TFT set? No, people keep playing Yordles and then they keep taking resources away from me, and I'm very upset. Amazon, nice, nice. Does the shower head recycle the water? What? What? My first few games of TFT, I didn't know units combined, so I was just using tier 1 and dumping duplicates. Oh man. So you never felt the excitement of when you finally get a 3-star unit? And the desperation that you feel when you just need One more fucking unit to make it into a 3-star. Sorry, into a 3-star. Never heard of a showerhead recycling water as an apprentice plumber. Oh yeah, you're a plumber. I figured it out eventually. Okay, to be very honest though, I don't think that TFT is very like first time people friendly. Like it's so fucking confusing. And also it's like the new season came out and there's nothing that was teaching you. It's literally like if like YouTube if YouTube didn't exist, TFT would fail to succeed. New invention, get it patented, Lena. Yeah. But also, I went to the library for the first time today in like years. Well, actually, I borrowed a book from the library for the first time in years today. I adulted too. Does that count as adulting? I learned TFT was hyperroll. Only thing I didn't really learn was econ until playing norms. CT taught me econ.
Econ is the most important thing in all of TFT.
But now I have this problem where I hoard money when I shouldn't be hoarding money. So I'm just like, I always have to have 50 gold. And I realize I shouldn't always have 50 gold. Sometimes I need to roll it down. What type of adult book did I get in the library? I just got like a fictional book. Because I haven't really read books in a while, and like I used to I read a lot of like I used to kind of read a lot of like nonfiction books, but the nonfiction books I don't know, I was just kind of sick and tired of nonfiction books. It was just literally like straight men telling me like, oh yeah, like you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, and I was just like, I don't like these books. I should really I should really listen to like read like nonfiction by women. Baba, hi.
Get done trying to get pet
Damn
pets.
phrasing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that okay. I read subtle ways of subtle something of not giving a fuck or something. I can't remember. Oh, what type of adult book? Oh, if you want to get it easy, if you want easy to get into fiction, Haruki Murakami short stories are pretty interesting. Ooh, I haven't heard that. Short stories seems like a great way to get into it. But like I ended up like borrowing the book, and then I would get I went into the um I went into a boba shop and I was like, okay, because I was like really thirsty, and when you're thirsty, you get boba.
She wants a pet pet.
Yeah. And then I sat there and I was talking to Gary actually. I was like texting Gary and I was like, "Oh, Gary, like I think I'm just going to sit and like read a book and prove to myself that I can actually read a fucking book. And I'm just going to read 2 to 3 chapters and and then I'll go home." I read 5 chapters and I was like, "Oh, wait, this isn't too bad." So really enjoy it. Okay, I'll save it on my Goodreads.
Check my text. All right, sounds good. I just got back home.
Okay, let's see. Haruki Murakami. Chow, you read books? Have you watched the movie Drive My Car? It's one of my top 5 movies.
Drive my
George
car.
R.R. Martin has a great collection of short stories collected in a book called Dream Songs. It's a really good book. Oh, George R.R. Martin?
George R. R. Martin. Really? Dream books? Interesting.
Oh, this is the same person that did IQ 84. Okay, what is the other one that? Short stories. Birthday stories selected.
Can I get rid of these links, Aaron, or keep them up?
No, keep them up.
Oh, okay, gotta make new Okay.
I haven't. I usually don't watch movies because it's a lot of time to dedicate. Unless someone invites me, but I'll take a look. George R.R. Martin is a lazy piece of crap. He still hasn't finished the book. Lol. Do you guys like audiobooks? Okay. I have like mixed feelings about audiobooks. I think it's great when if I like don't really care to like really listen to it, but I don't feel myself really like I zone out. I'm like, oh. But sometimes I do listen to it. That book was rough for me to get into though. I finished all his other books. Damn, Chow, you read a lot. Never mind, confused with 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You listen to audiobooks while playing video games?
It's impressive.
That's crazy. It was when I was younger. When I was younger.
A young little sprite.
That's why he's so smart. It's based on a short story from Haruki. It's like a 3-hour movie, so it can be a daunting movie to watch if you don't want to dedicate too much time. What? Kururu, what? I read Wind Up Bird Chronicles in like a week. I usually listen to them as I'm doing renovations and most nights as I fall asleep. Oh, that's nice. Kind of wish he expanded on the short story with that. Okay, so what's a good one? What I talk about when I talk about running, is that a good one? The forbidden... No, that's... Yeah, okay, I'll put this in one to read. Wait, it has like only a 3.8. I don't like that. 4.2. Kafka on the core. Ashore.
Sorry guys, I'm just putting together something right now.
But I listen to stories I've already heard as I fall asleep. I used to go for 2 to 3 hours walks a day and listen to... Damn, that's crazy. What?
Look what Excel said. I just saw that.
CT looks like he got a 24-hour. Will pay overnight for shipping request from a cooner.
Because I'm like locked in right now on the computer. So we can't type this Yeah, I got you multiples of those. She's like, "Oh, do you want hot sauce or soy sauce?" I was like, "Fuck the soy sauce. Give me the hot sauce." What else did I need?
Guys, CT remembers every single... Like, when it comes to food, he remembers everything that I love. Every single little detail. But I don't know why he can't do that with other things in our life.
You gotta honestly, be selective. Because if you do that with everything in your life, then the little things don't matter as much anymore. Because you forget about how important they are.
Sometimes I just want to turn off my brain and I just want to be taken care of.
I know, but sometimes you gotta, you still gotta use your brain a little bit. Hey, I got you good food.
That's all you care about. That's crazy.
Not
enough storage for all that information.
It's so funny.
Needs more HDD storage. Yeah, he doesn't have enough storage. What are the plots for tonight? Okay, so tonight we are just going to chill. Nothing crazy. If you guys want to rip, we have things that are available for ripping.
A lot of it's going to be actually news related. So we're going
Yeah.
to cover a lot of like news that we're supposed to cover yesterday, but we kind of got off tangent for a while. So you know, might as well just add that into for today. So we're doing a lot of that. Most of this week for me, guys, is actually getting all the product for the Rip Miss. I have most of it, but some of the bigger stuff I still need to get. Like I need to get like Evolving Skies. I got one of the cases for amongst Nikkei and Azure, so I'm waiting for the Azure case. So like there's a couple things that I'm doing right now. So from a back end perspective, I'm like locked into that. So if I'm not as like readily available online because I'm getting ready for that on Friday, with that in mind too, for Wednesday and Thursday, we might take both days off just to get ready for it because we're planning a lot of cool stuff for you guys, and lots of IRL events, different types of content you guys will definitely enjoy. But it requires a lot of coordination. So I'm like every day I'm waking up, I'm just like,
Forgetting Erin's favorite member of a K-pop group, no one cares. Forgetting to order her a lunch, he might die.
that's true. If I forget your thing, I'm gonna die.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
No.
Friday, champ. Starts Friday. Friday.
Son of Coral's asking, did you buy an AL2 case already?
I did not. I bought a Nikkei case. So if you have an AL2 case that you want to sell, feel free to let me know. Because we'll be using that for the breaks.
Do you guys cook at all? I do.
But I did pick up the Nikkei case already today, so not too shabby.
I've been cooking a lot more, but
yeah, we got Nikkei, so yeah. Nikkei's gonna be big. Nikkei.
Oh yeah, guys, if you guys have an AL2 case for sale, that'd be really helpful because it helps CT not have to look for one of them.
The Nikkei from Weiss, not the Nikkei from Union Arena. We don't touch Union Arena unless it's like a specialty set, like solo leveling or something. So we'll be doing a break for that. But I just got a whole case. It's getting shipped out from Seattle, I think. So that should come in pretty soon. Sorry, I'm just finishing something up. Are you getting solo leveling? Yes, we will be getting solo leveling. The only UA set we're actually getting. Because we want to see the overall appeal of what it's like to pull in a wet sig from the American artist and see how much that affects the market too. Be very curious about that.
Hello, Kajai.
What up, Kajai? If I knew a gooner who was willing to pay ×2 market price, I'd just message Barbecue and ask if he has one in his storage containers. Wait, Chow, really? I thought they wanted to keep it sealed though. That's why I didn't ask. I thought everyone that had the AL cases didn't want to sell it. If they want to sell them, I'm more than willing to buy it from them. But like yeah, that's what I thought. They probably want to keep it sealed because right now the cases they're still pretty cheap. I know at least 3 have cases. I know like almost everyone has cases, but they don't want to sell it because like the cases are like they haven't really moved too much, and most people are expecting it's going to move up a lot in the future. So I didn't really want to take it from anyone who wants to keep it, you know. So I'd rather get it from someone else who just wants to offload it. It was my first case I bought. Ooh.
You gooner!
The Goon Squad. The Goon Squad. One more thing that I'm missing. What am I missing? Sorry guys, I'm just getting up all this stuff ready.
What do you mean you don't know now?
You don't know about what? What don't you know about?
AL2 or Nikkei? What do you mean you don't know now about AL2 or Nikkei? Oh, like if it's gonna go up or what? Wait.
I was doing the one
No, give me 1 second.
What?
Oh, he wants an Easor Polaroid.
Who
We
does?
could probably find you one really
Easol?
easily.
Yeah, we can find Easol.
I think I saw one.
I saw
the
one
other
like a
day.
week ago. Like a CT had a Guna request from someone willing to pay ×2 market price who an agent B chat might actually have said product. No, like I know everyone has Nikkei and Azure. I just don't want to pull from our community because a lot of them want to keep it sealed. So like for us and in particular, we just try to get it from people that want to actually offload it.
Oh, you couldn't get Nikkei, so you got AL2.
Oh, you couldn't get Nikkei. Interesting. Oh, that's why he was thinking about getting the Nikkei at the show. Oh,
that makes so much more sense.
That's crazy. Okay, I am almost there.
Yeah. Champ, if there's actually a thing that you want, that one's probably pretty cheap.
ESOL?
Yeah.
ESOL's probably nowhere near even. Actually, I don't know. ESOL probably is gonna be anywhere between like 500 to 800 if I had to guess. I think that's where it would be.
I wouldn't go over like $1,000 for QQ ESOL.
Yeah, but it's probably somewhere in that range if I had to guess.
But it's very dependent on the event that it comes from, the decorations, and everything else. So I'll ask again next year. I'm broke for the rest of the year. All right. How much are Eyes One Polas? Pretty depends.
Pretty affordable.
Depends who. Depends what era. And
Eyes One usually doesn't pierce any more than like 2,000 for like the really popular ones.
Even like, Wanyang, I wouldn't say is like that high.
Yeah, like Wanyo in Eyes One era is not that expensive. Most expensive is probably Pink Hair Sakura.
Yeah.
That's like the most expensive one because people want the Pink Hair era Sakura. But like outside of
they only want that era.
Yeah, outside of those two, it's pretty affordable.
I literally threw you guys 2K in the past 2 months.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you don't have to make us sound like hoes.
Boats and hoes.
I threw you 2K.
Yeah.
I had to tell a customer of mine to not request me anything if you aren't gonna pay now. Yep. Not too. But it was my choice. Boats.
Oh, okay. I think we have everything.
I mean that makes sense because you gotta start asking for work to start to look for it. Oh, take out the one where, you know, on Twitter when they were, no, or someone was saying about the was it the Leona?
The one on Twitter, this one?
No, about Leona. You were telling me about the story.
Oh, no. That's not fully confirmed.
Oh.
I can't talk about that unless it's full confirmation. There was a little bit of drama apparently at the Riftbound regionals.
2 wanted Ace, SP, Lilith, and Mega Luffy. Oh, damn. It kind of is as wild.
Okay, I think that's everything. That's also up to now. Are you changing the category?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for
today. Okie dokie.
All right.
So I pretty much have everything now in terms of what to cover. Sorry, we are like running a little bit late because I got a bunch of stuff for the Rip Miss. Erin needed food because she just woke up and I didn't want her to be hangry on stream. So we're a little bit behind, but I do have everything. One of the things that I did want to mention though was that you guys have been opening up Teleca, and you've been asking like, who are the most popular members? Why are they so expensive? You know, like, what are we chasing, right? Well, today they actually put up the bounty list. So one of these sports card groups put up a bounty list for these cards. And what I will say is that you guys will be very surprised by how much some of these bounties are. And then one of them in particular, you'll be like, what the hell? So without further ado, we go over to the browser.
Aaron doesn't get hangry.
Aaron definitely gets hangry. Extremely hangry. Don't tell me I fucked up. This is only for the 1 of 1 relics, by the way. This is not for like anything else but the relics. So, Leighton Gaming, which is a ripper on Fanatics Live, they also do breaks for Teleca. They put up their bounty for the top relics, aka the patches. And Ian, like we said, was the most popular member, and we said that multiple times on stream, but we didn't know exactly to what degree people are willing to pay. Apparently, she like Queen because they're offering $15,000 if you pull the Ian relic. It doesn't matter if it's the patch one or the name tag one. It does not matter. They're willing to pay $15,000 for Ian. So it is actually
That's
really,
insane.
really, really crazy.
That's basically guaranteed base $1,500.
Yes.
$15,000.
Who is paying this? This is Leighton Gaming. Leighton Gaming is a rip and ship on Fanatics Live, and they do a lot of different rip and ships. Usually mostly sports, but yeah, Leighton is huge. As Long said, they are literally one of the biggest when it comes to sports rip and ship.
Sorry, we're not like that.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of bread like that yet, you know, but they are one of like the biggest when it comes to sports ripping, and it's actually insane to see this because this is a brand new product and they're putting a fat bounty on this. And this is also why I said when we had the guaranteed signature box, I was saying that in all honesty, that box is really, really crazy because you're guaranteed either a signature or a potential relic. And if that in that box has a relic and you have one of these members, whether it's Ian, Isol, Kehun, or Ma Jingxiang, you're talking about a really fat payout. And let's not like kid ourselves. Like Isol is also hyped as fuck. Like $5,000.
If you hit this, you should stay quiet. Tino, thank you for 35 streams.
Oh my goodness, thank you,
Let's
Tino.
go.
Let's go. So, no, it's not Professor Layton. It's Layton Sports. So that 3K case is looking nice, JK. So what I'm saying is that they're hunting relics because relics are confirmed
1 of 1.
1 of 1, and they're in the boxes. The redemptions, you have to redeem it, so they probably don't want to wait for that quite yet. But for the 1 of 1 relics, they're in the boxes themselves. So if you pull it and you get one of these members,
Yep, they're just hunting relics.
yeah, they're just hunting relics for right now. This is insane. Like, I can't even imagine what a 1 of 1 signed redemption for Ian's gonna look like. If this is what the patch is looking like. So, really, really crazy to see. Again, you know, Spidey was like complaining, like, "Oh, I pulled Ma Jingxiang, like, oh my goodness, I really wanted Jiwoo." He did pull the most popular member in Close Your Eyes, guys. So if you pull him in a patch, that's also $5,000. You get an automatic 5K.
Oh shit, that's right.
Mm-hmm. They basically chose the most popular members in each group, and they put bounties on them. So Isol for Kiki, Kehun for Kickflip, and Ma Jingxiang for Close Your Eyes. So this is not a joke, guys.
Ian Supreme.
When Spidey will be mad still.
I know.
He probably would.
I actually was really sad for him.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be sad because it is one of the most popular members. In fact, it is the most popular member.
No, Chew.
No. For Ma Jingxiang, for Close Your Eyes. So he should not be upset. But I just want to show you guys this because I didn't mention this to a couple of you guys that there was going to be something coming up. I just couldn't say anything until it officially went up. But that is also why this product has definitely some potential for sure, because you have people that are already speculating on these 1 of 1 patches. So pretty crazy time. Again, this is just like the genesis product of many more to come, most likely. So it is crazy to see that we're already looking at an Ian relic being $15,000, and that is just an offer too, guys. There's probably other people that want it as well. So pretty crazy to see. Let's see, what did Excel say? Spidey would be mad that Jiwoo wasn't the bounty, but happy he doesn't have to pay as much for one. True. What up, Dre? So this is one of the crazy...
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Brown eyes!
Jesus Christ. Dude, Brown Eyes went straight to the rant.
What do you mean this is
Oh
not
my
it?
god. That's crazy.
This is literally a one of
That's
one.
crazy.
This is like an actual professional product, an official product that is one of one. This is literally what you want.
You want that kind of hype.
Yeah.
I just read this description. For sure going this weekend. I can criticize in my own channel. I'm being nice here.
But why is that? Okay, but I would like to know. I would like to know if let's start a conversation like why you think that this is not smart. Hey CT, what the heck is going on with One Piece? OP13 box is hitting 300 now. People are pumping One Piece.
You have seen basically the Pokebros and the Stonkers and the Redditors
Basically,
and Discord servers moving from Pokemon.
The crypto people, they moved from
not just crypto people, it's everyone.
No, I'm saying they moved from like what?
Crypto to Pokemon, and now the new thing is One Piece.
Well, it's more of like crypto, as in they moved from Bitcoin to like Ethereum.
Not really. It's
Litecoin.
They've basically moved to the next
Pokebro migration.
It literally is. Like right now,
doing
the
buyouts,
trends are very, very, very obvious to see. And so what I'm thinking right now that's gonna happen is that One Piece will definitely have its time in the sun.
Oh no, Chow.
Oh.
People sold their Nvidia stocks and bought OP13 boxes.
Shit, I remember Ethereum when it first started.
Yeah.
I did too. They're just unlocking a new region. Guys, One Piece is the DLC, okay? This is the DLC content. They're moving into different DLCs.
I had this Nami for sale for $50 a month ago, and now it's to the moon.
What is it now? That's so stupid. Thank God I still have this card. I still got plenty of these ones.
That's so stupid.
I have this one, but then the Treasure Cup one.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, that was I'm not gonna reveal that yet.
Where is it?
What are you doing? Go back to just chatting.
Where is it?
Just chatting for now.
Which one was it?
What are you doing? You got rid of it.
What?
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Okay. But
what is Weiss?
Yeah, we're gonna go cover the Emmets and the Shadow release.
What is that?
But what I will say.
Yeah.
Yo, Harps, thank you so much.
Harps!
Yo!
Oh my god, thank you!
months.
Already 1
Let's
year,
go.
let's go! 12 months!
Ayo.
Thank you, Harps.
What's good, Harps? Thank you,
yes,
thank
food.
you. What I was trying to say is that basically a lot of the Pokebros and all the Stonkers moved all into One Piece. And so there's a meme of people saying like, oh, what's next? Riftbound? The funniest part, guys, I think it's going to happen. I think in about 2 to 3 months, when everything's pumped in One Piece and they're done because they bought out everything, they're going to move to another TCG. And the only one that makes sense timeline-wise, that lines up with the big release, is going to probably be Riftbound in February. So from a timeline perspective, it makes a lot of sense. So all I'm going to say right now is if you have Riftbound cards that are expensive and rare, I would probably hold on to them just because I think that a lot of these guys are going to move into that like very quickly. And there's a lot of memes about it already, like, oh, Riftbound? Question mark. And then like there's people that are just writing smirky faces to it. So it's just like you already know these guys are scheming of what's going to be the next thing to pump. So it's going to be a cycle. Like everyone is just going to start moving into other things. It's the way TCG operates now is no longer like on a merit based or like foundational based ecosystem. We used to care a lot about like rarity and like, you know, having like historical items, but nowadays it's just pay to play and move things in the way that they want to move things. And so if I had to guess, the thing that makes the most sense is probably going to be Riftbound.
Pump it up. You gotta pump it up.
Gotta pump it up. So expect, I shouldn't say expect. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of movement in Riftbound in the next couple months. That's just my intuition speaking. I could be completely wrong. Obviously, this is not financial advice either.
So is that why all those sports people are ditching sports for OP? Yes.
Yes. It's a concentrated effort to pump a market. Because right now, like Pokemon is starting to like correct a little bit. I think Vintage is still doing fantastic, but a lot of other things are definitely starting to do that. But it's a very, very, very interesting time for sure.
I'm really not trying to be contrarian, but I just don't support those types of bounties to FOMO people and to buy out their
That's
boxes.
fair.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's very fair. Yeah, if you have like an invested interest with boxes to sell, that does make sense. So
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that statement.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think it's just like it's very interesting though that people are willing though to double down on having this though as a thing, and hopefully if someone does pull it, it's not like a broken promise that they actually live up to it. So if someone does hit it, they would offer that amount. I've seen in the past too people make bounties and then not live up to the quote unquote I guess like bounty request that they made. So
Really?
yeah, like
That's
people have
cheap.
said like, oh, the timeline for it passed already because it was like too
Oh,
long.
oh, oh, oh.
But I think that's kind of bullshit too.
It's
So
it's basically an incentive to gamba. True, true, true. Do I want these things to go up? Absolutely. But as someone who has seen a lot of fraudulence in this industry, and it's very unethical. I think in that way, yeah, it is
yeah, I
very
agree with that.
unethical.
Yeah.
I think personally for me, I was like looking at it how like
Drink real quick.
it's a really cool relic. I think it's like one of the first of its kind. And I was seeing it as like, whoa, that's really cool. And wow, someone actually recognizes that these could be potentially worth a lot in the future. But yeah, from what you're saying, I guess like in the point of like, oh, it's trying to like trap people, then yeah, like it is basically what that is.
Yeah, and Brown Eyes has seen a lot of stuff in his time too, working in the industry. So
Yeah, he's also done sports. He's done Pokemon. He's done all the above.
yeah.
And K-pop, like he's up there for sure. So like
So definitely
don't
take his
yeah,
his
don't take it
advice.
lightly.
Yeah. But it is something interesting to look at.
Yeah,
though.
Spidey, it's like
Yeah,
it's like actual bounties.
Yeah, we were saying earlier that people were gonna have bounties for this. And so here it is. But again, like, if you do pull one and you hit it and you want to sell out, make sure you bring this up and be like, hey, you said you're gonna buy this at this price. Double down on that. But it's a very interesting time though to see that there's so many different things kind of like um moving in different directions. And what I mean by that is that 2025 was definitely Pokemon's year. Like I think no one could really argue against that. Like 2025 was the year of Pokemon. If you didn't have Pokemon, you weren't selling Pokemon, you weren't buying Pokemon, you're basically irrelevant. That was like literally like the craziest year I think probably in Pokemon history. I think 2026 though will be a year where everyone starts to try to find their own groove. And what I mean by that is that they start to buy things out of their passions. So like they move into things that actually make them happy, instead of just trying to follow a trend.
Nah. There are some people who will never follow like what they
No,
like.
some people won't,
They
but
will
I think a
always
lot of
just, like-
people. I mean, we're kind of already knowing with the high-end community. The high-end community is already split on where they want to park their money into.
I'm
So-
irrelevant. No, I
No.
assure you, where you spend your money actually matters.
Yeah. But a lot of people are starting to put things into things they actually enjoy. So I think next year will be very interesting to see what the direction is because you never know where it's gonna go.
I don't think either of us are wrong, Brown Eyes. I think you're just coming from a different point of view, which you're trying to protect people. Like, oh, like
Yeah.
this is kind of predatory. And for me, it was more of like, ooh, collection wise, that's so cool. And the fact that someone else that's not in the K-pop industry kind of recognize it as something when even if it's new was fascinating to me.
Yeah, I was in the same
Hi,
boat.
Domo.
What up, Domo? The Mega Gen 3 set Pokemon will be fire. Yes, that set was gonna be Erin's favorite set of all time, probably, because she's a big Gen 3 nerd.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Erin's gonna go crazy.
I'm a huge Ruby fan, so I'm
create
actually a little
You create
scared.
the 151 of the Hoenn era, it's over. Like Eren.
Damn, I thought you were calling me a hoe.
Hoenn era. Oh my god, you don't even know your generation.
No, but
that's crazy. I literally said Hoenn era, and you said you call me a hoe.
That's a hoe and Aaron or something like that. Oh my god, I thought it was hoe and Aaron. I was like, damn.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Hoenn
Do you think the
era.
prices of OP13 will come down for Wave 2?
So Dre, the thing is that Wave 2's already come in. It's already happened, and there's already been waves of OP13 Wave 2 coming in already. I do think it's gonna come down, but I don't know when, because a lot of people want to move that. And the thing is, I heard Ho and Aaron, so that would make
See,
CT
I
the
told you,
hoe.
it does sound like hoe. You're calling Aaron a hoe.
Hoenn region.
Not very nice, Christian.
Oh my god. So I do think that for OP13, there will come a time when you can buy it a little bit cheaper. But will that cheaper be cheaper than where it is now? I don't know, Dre. Like, I did mention multiple times on the stream that this is the best set I've ever seen of One Piece. And if there's any set to pump, it would be that set. Because you have a card in there that's selling for over $10,000 in the Red Manga Luffy. Obviously, even that card will come down in price too. But when you have a card of that kind of value in a product like that, the boxes cannot stay nowhere near where like they were selling for on release, because everyone and their mom's gonna chase that, and they know how collectible it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
like,
did tell you
yeah,
guys.
we said that if you guys really took to heart what we were saying, we said multiple times that maybe it's not, maybe we wouldn't be buying right now, but we did say at some point it's gonna move pretty hard, largely because of what's inside of it. And the other sets moving now kind of makes sense just because people want to push like what's out of print, but this is still in print, and people
Well, we also
still,
didn't factor in the migration, but we did tell you. We've been telling you for
Yeah.
months. We've been telling like, hey, things are happening in One
Yeah.
Piece, or things are happening in like the collectible space where people are getting out of Pokemon. What is the next best thing? Literally One Piece right now.
They told us. I bought a case.
Yeah,
Hey,
see, there you go.
And now Long's way up. I'm sure Long got it for probably what, like at the time 180 tops, right? Long probably during that time frame, 180 something like that.
I bought OP13
But-
boxes when CT said to buy. Damn, really?
There you guys go.
Damn, number 32. Good stuff.
So it's really crazy. 120 a box. There you go.
Coop from Coop got
Yes.
oh yeah
I saw
that's
that
so
video
bad.
too. That video is so bad.
I shouldn't share this, but I will because I'm feeling generous. In March, guys, there will be a large liquidity coming from China due to their end of year tax returns. My middleman said China will be buying a lot of Polaroids then.
Oh, you heard it here first from Brown Eyes, guys. And what I will say is that Brown Eyes is a very in the know man. Like, I've met a lot of incredible
That is
people.
prime.
Yeah, that's prime information. I've met a lot of people in this hobby, guys, and I've known Brown Eyes since middle school, so it's kind of crazy that we had that relationship going all the way back then. But of all the people I've met, he's probably one of the most informed and most
we've been telling you to get Polaroids.
Like I've ever met, and I say this with like full on respect, as in like I'm not even like capping here. Like, he just knows a lot of information. So if he's sharing that kind of information with you guys willingly like that, you should definitely listen. Like, whether you have the ability to participate is a whole different story, but at least have that in the back of your head, because you'll understand sort of like where people are heading, and it's a very real thing when he says that. Like, don't take what he says for granted. Like, I know like we always troll with Brown Eyes, but when he says serious stuff, he actually means it.
I'm not in the Polaroid market, Saj. We've been telling you. We've been
saying for a long time that this space, I think, is going to erupt at some point, because the built-in rarity for this is so insane that even if you have millions of dollars, you have all the money in the world,
these K-pop people are not willing to let shit go.
They're not willing to let it go. So if you want a certain Polaroid that's a 1 of 1, right? And let's say it's like a debut Polaroid that you've been dying to have, right? If the person that's a hardcore fan doesn't want to sell it, even if you have $1 million, it doesn't matter. Like, you're not going to get it. And so in almost every other hobby, if you have money, you can get it. Pokemon, if I want a gold silver Rayquaza, I just need $250,000. Yeah, it's hard to get, but if I have $250,000, I can get it.
Never let go of the K-pop of the bias.
But with Polaroids,
great example, Rosé's Polaroids spread throughout LA, and nobody wants to sell. Correct.
Like, these things are impossible to get.
One
Uh,
of the K-pop people not letting shit go. My diamond SSJYPs die with me.
exactly.
There
So
you
even
go.
Mumuchan, he has a really really crazy twice set.
Yeah, they
Um,
had a diamond,
it's
like an
an
actual
actual
diamond
diamond
that's put
twice
into a
card.
card.
Yeah, and he would never sell that. So like the fact that like he's saying that too, these people are not gonna sell, guys. Like there is certain cards that I've talked to already. Sorry, not certain cards. Certain collectors I've talked to already that said, "Hey, does anyone have like this like gold Sana available?" So there's a gold card of Sana that's a 1 of 5 card, and the other ones, other members, like people are willing to sell if you had a high enough price tag. But then for the Sana collectors, they all straight up said in a forum, no one is willing to sell. So
Yeah.
all 5 owners said this will die with them. So even if you have again $1 million, right, and you want that gold Sana card, you're
They're
not
not
getting
gonna
it.
let it go.
They won't let it go. This doesn't happen in very many industries, guys. Like in almost any other TCG
It's
industry.
also like the obsession, guys.
Yeah.
It's the obsession, like the K-pop obsession.
That like they want to own that piece forever, right? And so that's what drew us to this space was not only was like did we enjoy it as fans first, but we saw the collectability of it. And you don't see that in other industries. Like in other industries, if I want to find a rare card, you can search it on Google. You may not have the money to buy it, but you can find it. With some of these K-pop Polaroids, I'm not even capping. You could look all you want for forever and you'll never find it unless you're that one person who owns it and maybe share it with a friend or something. But outside of that, you literally cannot get it. And so that's sort of like what tickles like my fancy, and I also think it tickles Brown Eye's fancy as well as Muchan as well, where we seek things that are impossible to acquire, and that's what drives like the interest in this hobby. I think it's that process of searching. The chase is what's really fun for us.
Aero. Yeah, I learned that last year. Even if they have multiples, they will
Will
not
not
sell.
sell.
Yep.
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 Yep. So
Guys, that gold sanas are like almost impossible.
yeah.
There are a lot of Polaroids of Sana, like twice in general, but the Sana and Daihan collectors are insane. Like actually insane.
Yeah.
They are
It's impossible.
fanatical.
And then like God forbid, like there are like occasional 1 of 1s of twice as well with those gold cards and diamond cards. Once that card sells, it's never leaving anyone's hands, guys.
Mhm.
Like it's just locked up. Um it's truly something that like a lot of people kind of took for granted because when I first talked to people about this, they said like, "Oh, come on, CT, like, you deal with Weiss, you deal with Pokemon, you deal with, Yu-Gi-Oh, and you dealt with some of the highest end cards, right? Like why would you spend money in this when like there's like quote unquote like no market for it, right?" And my answer to them is that after being in all these industries and learning so much from all different TCGs, all different collectible assets, this was the one industry that I had a really hard time penetrating. Like I just could not get what I wanted, and I had to really dig deep and like learn the industry from the ground up, because everyone in this industry is like super gated when it comes to the collection. They don't want anyone to see it. They don't want anyone to talk about it. They don't want to even show it. So
Yeah.
like to get into this space is nearly impossible. So if you have the chance to get into it, like really cherish those pieces because you have something that no one else has. And you can't say that in other spaces. Like people could chill and talk about like their One Piece cards all they want and be like, I have the greatest thing. It's 5K, it's 10K. I don't care. I don't care if your card's 10K. Like if you sell it and like you want to, make money from it, that's great. It's fantastic. I'm happy for you. But it's not rare. It's really not that rare. It's just expensive and it's rarer than other things. That's really it. But if you're seeking like true rarity, then you have to rethink and rewire like what that means essentially. uh I know Sonic Collector would declare bankruptcy and before putting their Sonic collection on sale. Correct. Yes. Like
Yep. Especially Sana collectors.
no Sana, no life is a very real meme. As in like they live by that mantra. Like if they don't have their Sana, like they die. Like they straight up need Sana at all times. CT is right. The acquisitional merit is beyond any PSA 10 vintage or Gold Star or One Piece. 100%. It feels a lot more fulfilling because the ability to acquire these things is like near impossible. It's so painful to get these things too because people always say like, "Oh, why is it expensive?" And what I will say to them is that even if you find a good deal on a Polaroid, right, and you get it for cheaper, the amount of stress that you have to go through buying one, knowing that you might get scammed, knowing that you're buying from someone who has no sales history, because all these guys that win this stuff, they don't have any kind of sales track record. So you're buying already from a person who's won something, that has never won anything before in their life. They're going through a middleman that you've never heard of before. And then that middleman has another middleman. And so you're basically going through like 3 to 4 different hands before it gets into your hand. And so by that point, you might have been scammed. You might have been in this place where, like, the whole time you were told a lie and then you just wasted a bunch of money. So like when people ask me like why are these things priced so high, it's because the acquisitional cost to get it is like stupid difficult. And in any other industry, this would never happen. Like TCG, at most you have 2 middlemen. That's like at the very craziest end of the spectrum, you have 2 middlemen, and that's usually, that doesn't even happen. It's usually 1 middleman, 2 parties, 1 buyer, 1 seller. That's it. Occasionally you might have a middleman on both the buy and the seller part, but that's usually it. In this space, you sometimes have 4 different people that it crosses through, like 3, 4 different middlemen. Middleman knows this middleman who has this client here that wants to buy it through this client. It's a very long chain of command that it goes through. So it's not very easy. To this day, our most difficult acquisition was the Islet Pokemon. That was definitely like probably one of the hardest things ever. How many middlemen do we use for that one? 5? It was literally 5. I think, yeah, it was 5 people. So when we say like why it's hard to do things, it's because of this. Like you need to understand that when you're acquiring like really rare stuff, it usually goes through different hurdles, but this is a whole different tier of hurdles.
How many middlemen do we use for that one? 5, probably.
5 is crazy.
When you were
like-
telling me the story about that, I was like, what the fuck?
I just remember when we paid
When
out.
does that arrive, by the way? I
We're-
can't wait.
Remember when we were paying out everyone, I was like, what the hell am I doing? So it's a really, really wild thing to see. But
Next year?
LOL.
Why is it taking so long?
The other things I wanted to talk about too, though, that was also pretty relevant news, was in Riftbound, you had the Hey, what up, Rowan? Hello, hello.
Thank you for subscribing with Prime
Thank you, thank you,
Gaming.
thank you.
Let's go.
8 months. Let's go. Hey, don't take my thunder.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's insane, dude. Let him get his W, man. Jesus Christ. In Riftbound, we also had some big updates. So at Houston Regionals, Long was actually there, so he could talk a little bit about it too, I'm sure, and his experiences. It was not actually Master Yi and Kaiso that won this time, guys. It was Annie.
Woo!
And Annie actually had 3 of the top 4 was Annie and 1 Master Yi. So in the top 4 cut, you had actually 3 Annie decks and 1 Master Yi. I waited until your combo was over. Oh, thank you. So there's definitely been a meta shift for sure. And you've already seen the prices of some of the Annie decks skyrocket. And yes, like Spidey said,
yeah,
Flash is now $60
$60
because you need that for that Annie Rushdown deck. So this is crazy too, guys. Not only because Annie is now like one of the big meta decks in the format. You got to really see how crazy Riftbound's getting on full display. There are guys in this space that have already cornered the top chase cards in terms of like the 1-of-1 medal cards, the championship card. They have already designated people in this space to be like the quote-unquote middleman for all the super high-end cards in Riftbound. And when I saw that on Facebook, I was like, fuck, I need to get into this space too, because like we were supposed to be able to kind of like middle some of this crazy Riftbound stuff. So for sure, when Vegas happens, we definitely need to go to Vegas, because we need to be on the ground floor cooking with all these other people, because there is serious movement going on in the Riftbound space, and people are going crazy. So I think Long actually pulled this up on our Discord server. 1 second. Where's the Riftbound?
League of Legends.
League of Legends. Like, look, this one dude, he has access to 12 of the 16 1-of-1 cards. That's crazy. Like, he literally has access to 12 of the 16, and he has like the, I wouldn't say rights, but he has like the I guess like the middlemaning over it. That's almost the entire supply of all the 1-of-1 metal cards you get for basically being the best player in all of this. Who is this Roberts? I don't know, Browners. I really don't know. But the fact that there's already people that have access to almost all the top cards, including the MF Championship card, which I guarantee you guys, that $15,000 offer that I thought was crazy, I don't think it's that crazy anymore. I think it's actually
Oh,
low
he's
now.
known in the sports world.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. Okay. So you have some pretty big people entering the Riftbound space. And what's really crazy about this too is that MF card, Robert Stanley, I'm watching you. You rubbed me the wrong way. CPM's like that should have been me.
I'm gonna throw this out.
Sure. What's crazy about this too, though, is that I think that MF Championship card is going to sell for over 20,000. I really think that because after someone put out an offer of 15, someone said 16, and then someone apparently privately was saying that they would offer way more than that. So I don't know what in the hell was going to happen with that championship card, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to be somewhere in the realm of 20K. If I had to guess, which is baffling. There's going to be more of these coming out too, guys. This is just the very first one.
People are just throwing numbers out there.
Yep. The 15K was outbid, by the way. I think I saw a 17K offer, but I'm not sure if it was confirmed or sold. So I'm pretty sure the winner, who is, let's pull up his name right now. The winner, who is Sean Dollywall, I think he still has the card, if I'm not mistaken. But it is crazy to see that there's a lot of movement already in the Riftbound space. And what a lot of people told me at the event that was very interesting was that for the first time in like TCG, you had probably one of the widest range of players in the entire event. And I mean, like, you had tons of creators that never played a TCG that were playing. You had tons of guys from like Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, Gundam, like Magic, like you name it, right? You had some like the wildest range of TCGs all together under one roof. And you also had like
Widest,
yeah. Widest, not whitest. Widest.
Ju versus Ari. Ari wins. That is true.
Yeah, there
First
you go.
fighting.
That's true.
MF.
Yeah, MF. But like apparently it was like probably one of the most unique group of actual participants playing. And for me, what that means is that this game is starting to hit all different demographics. And that is what I always said about Riot as a company, is that Riot is very good at tapping into untapped markets, essentially. And they're bringing people over from League of Legends. They're bringing people over from other gaming spaces. TFT.
TFT probably has a huge conversion rate.
Yeah, TFT buys a lot of stuff. I am so happy about my scalped arcade boxes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Royan likes League of Legends.
Yeah, Royan actually likes League. And Royan was actually very good back in the day, too.
Oh!
Yeah. Royan, weren't you like Master back in the day?
What?
Master or Grandmaster? I forgot. You told me before. I think you're a Master or Grandmaster, like in the early seasons.
Oh, let's go, Bo.
Ayo. CT was talking about the value.
Wait, what were you though?
I'm telling you, he was like Master or Grandmaster.
Really?
He just won't say it, but I know he was.
Royan, what the fuck? Why aren't you carrying us?
CT was talking about the value of Riot and League of Legends since 2023. I was actually talking about it even before that.
Way before
that. Way before. Before I even met Aaron. I would say Riot is so OP. Like, it's such an OP brand. It's just one of those kind of things where, like, people always joke around and say League of Legends is dead.
I'm still... Oh, you're still waiting for your Riftbound box?
Wait, what? There's no shot.
That's crazy. That's for sure. They were going to sell arcade boxes at regionals, but it was only Worlds boxes. I mean, damn.
I know so many people, so many of my TFT friends getting into Riftbound that never played or collected any sort of TCG is insane. Oh, it's insane. Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. It's actually wild to see how much reception there is for this new game.
I feel like it sucks for Asia, like non-China, but like Asia minus China, where they're like, oh, I want more, I want Riftbound stuff, but they can't get it because it's not there yet. I was Masters in season 5.
Hey, there you go.
Masters.
I'm telling you. I told you, Aaron. I told you he was a boss.
That's crazy, Brian.
No joke. That's actually in real League of Legends, okay?
Hey, what do you mean? I play real League of Legends
No,
too.
I'm saying if you're like, it's not the same as being like a master in TFT.
Oh yeah,
Being a
yeah.
master in League is a way different territory. I love all my TFT people, but I'm gonna be completely frank. Being masters in League of Legends is way harder than being masters in TFT.
No, Rage Roger, I really could not. I really could
Yeah,
not.
like
There's no way.
master, challenger, grandmaster is actually insane. It's actually so insane.
You couldn't get Arcane or Championship because it sold out so fast. No, the Arcane one was up there for like over 3 hours.
Arcane was up for a while.
The thing was up there for so
But the
long
World
that
Championship
people were
one-
like,
The World Championship one actually was gone right away though.
yeah.
That one was bad.
I bought that one.
But the Arcane one was open for a long time because like Vroin messaged me and he goes like, "Am I doing this wrong? Like it's
The
still up."
Arcane not selling out immediately made me nervous.
He messaged me.
Oh
He's like, "Yo, CT, what do you what do you think about this? You know, it's still."
We're like, we already bought it.
Yeah, we already bought it. I don't care. I don't care. So, but he was a little bit worried because it was up for like 3-4 hours. He's like, "Oh shit!" Dude.
And then it was so funny because everyone in like Reddit, they were just like, "Oh, it's a shit product.
Nobody
one wants
wants
it.
it.
There's too many of it.
It's
Blah blah blah."
garbage.
And then as soon as it sold out, they were like, "Oh shit! I should have gotten some. I kind of want it. I just didn't want to support scalping, like Riot." And I was just like,
"It's like, yo, you guys are full
What?
of shit. Full of shit."
"Hi,
What up,
Tezu."
Tezu? Hello, hello.
Some
Say exception, others say too embarrassed to play because I'm so bad.
It's okay. Vroin can carry you.
Yeah, Vroin can carry. Hard carry. That's the Timmy syndrome.
Yeah. I was late to it for Arcane because I didn't know.
Oh.
See, you should have been in our Discord. We're
Our
like,
Discord's
get
pinging
on
it.
right now!
Get those
on!
boxes
Your
right
boxes
now.
are ready!"
Everyone get your boxes. So it's really
Thank
funny.
you for those alarmists.
Yeah,
That were
everyone's
doing
like,
that on our
everyone
stream,
get
on
one
our
right now.
Discord.
Get those boxes. But like, you know, we did say that I was not. I mean, okay, I should probably retract this. When we were looking at Riftbound in the beginning, Aaron and I were not very impressed.
No.
It looked trashy. The art
Not
was
gonna
bad.
lie, even the Arcane set is ugly.
Yeah, we weren't that high on it initially. But I did say to Aaron, and Aaron said to me multiple times that it's Riot. Just believe in Riot, right?
Yep.
And so when we heard from our creator friends that got invited to the play testing for Riftbound, they were telling us about all these crazy things they're doing. Like they're basically like updating the graphics, you know, changing like all of the visuals for all the sets and the cards and everything. And I said, you know what? That sounds like Riot. They sound like people that actually listen to feedback and are applying it, you know? And I think what's really crazy is that they did make those changes. A lot of the changes did happen. What?
Brian!
Oh my god. Did he just say Spidey being an Iron 4 is an accomplishment? That's insane. Oh my god. But going back to the point, we were just very impressed with the Riftbound team and what they've been able to accomplish. And
I think the biggest thing for me for Riftbound was that they were able to listen to the feedback and actually make changes to the cards, which is a huge thing because how many times have we said certain things about Weiss, Union Arena, like
they don't fix anything.
Like yeah, no one fixes anything, right? But for Riot to actually make those changes as soon as he heard that, oh, card designs are ass, blah 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 is ass, whatever, like I was like, oh, they're listening. And they even like made the release date like later because of that reason, because they wanted to perfect that. And I think they did such a good job.
Yeah, the only thing they kind of butchered was like the release of amount of product, but you can't really predict that. It's really hard. You don't really know the demand, so that's probably the only thing. But otherwise, I think they did a fantastic job with the release.
Hi from the soul.
What up, Gary? What did we miss though? We said
I'm
and I was
all in on
defending in
Riftbound. I'm
chat-
hosting a dozen top cut players from tournaments this past month at my vacation home with the chickens.
Damn, long playing for the chickens. He's like, I bet
That's
one
awesome.
chicken But that's really cool though. Like it could really pan out, honestly.
What's the point of following Soul? He doesn't stream. Huh?
Insane.
Go follow his Instagram. He uploads there.
But what up, Gary? And I was defending in chat while everyone memeing on me for defending Riftbound. I mean, at the time, it was pretty bad, though, Spidey. Like, let's be honest. When you were defending it, the art looked real bad. Like, real bad. But, you know, I give you a lot of credit.
So...
I gave you a lot of credit for doing that. So, you know. Florida this weekend for pro play. Oh, that's right. Aaron, there's a 20K tournament for PPG in Florida this weekend. It's 20K prize fund.
20K?
Yeah, like they're like the prize fund also, guys, for Riftbound
That's
is
crazy.
insane. Like,
are you going? Oh, he's going too.
Oh god.
Wait.
Is he actually?
Gary, are you actually
gonna go play at PPG?
You're going to get your ass smacked.
I mean, doesn't he like that though?
True.
He likes punishment. I'm bringing my Ari down there, easy.
Can you put it in a top loader or something?
Dude, Gary, I saw you with in a video, a reel you made, and you had your Ari in like literally just a sleeve. Dude, top load that, man. What are you doing? Guys, Gary made a reel with his signature Ari, and it was just sleeve, just one sleeve. That was it. No top loader, no protective cover. It was just a sleeved Ari that he had on the side. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Come on. So funny though. The top loader doesn't fit in my deck box. Oh my god, dude, just get a separate thing. Did you see what he said?
What?
The top loader doesn't fit in my deck box. He doesn't want to top load the card because it doesn't fit.
What do you mean?
He said that in his deck box, right? You can't put a top loader in there because it's too small. So he doesn't want to top load it because he doesn't want to carry it outside of his deck box.
미친 새끼 아니야?
Dude, he's actually insane. What's worse, raw dog and a top loader,
Guys,
or just
also-
putting it in a sleeve?
He even like asked me. He was like, "Oh, like I got this and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, that's great. Like, what are you gonna do with it?" He's like, "I'm gonna play with it." And I was like, "Is it clean?" And then he goes like, and he was like, I was like, "Is it clean?" Is he like, "Oh, it looks clean. It looks clean." I'm like, "Then grade it. Like, what do you mean you're gonna fucking play it? You an idiot?"
Oh my goodness. But yes, it was definitely very interesting to watch.
I don't do poverty decks, and I agree. That is all for you. However, like top loading it does not make you poverty. Make that into a PSA 10 and you'll really
Yeah, you can flex
show
that.
them.
That's a real
Yeah,
flex.
that's the
PSA 10,
real
you
flex.
could show that because it's
Go
it's,
all the way,
it's seeable.
Gary, rubber band that shit.
Oh my god.
No, not the rubber band. Not this fucking magic player coming in and saying rubber band that
Dude, the sweat
shit.
behavior is insane. That's actually insane. But basically going back to all the decks, there was actually a pretty crazy amount of Annies though. There was, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the top 8 were Annie decks, and the other 2 were 2 Master Yis and 2 Kaisas. So pretty wild.
Not the riffle shuffle. It's like those people that don't have phone cases, just buy a new one when it drops. Oh my god, those people! Those people drive me crazy. The amount of people, you know, from the soul is that person too. He has a phone for streaming specifically, right? And he was like, "Aaron, go get this phone because it'll be good for streaming and blah blah blah, like whatever." And we got like the Galaxy Ultra 25 or something like that, Ultra 25 Plus, and. Like, the next time I see him, like, I think it was in Disney or something, I was like, is your phone raw? He has it, like, on the tripod, by the way, like, on the tripod or, like, whatever this thing called. And it's, like, there, and I'm like, is your phone raw? Or, like, are you raw dogging your phone right now? And he was like, yo, what of it? And I was like,
Get a case. That is literally the first thing CT and I did. When we bought the phone, we got a case for it, and then we also got a screen protector for it. This guy straight up raw dogging it. I was like, this is a business expense. Like, you need to take care of your business expense stuff. Like, and he was like, no, you don't need to. This is what I want to do.
Sad no Demodex won top 8. Yeah,
I know, sad.
There were a lot in top 60, a lot in top 64.
64,
though, I think.
yeah.
There were quite a bit of top 64.
Gary put a fat crease in that Ari. Cards are meant to be played with. I buy a case before I buy my phones. LOL. Raw dogging these.
Gary put a fat crease in that Ari. Cards are meant to be played with.
Then get a bad one. Just get like a bad copy.
Get an LP copy.
Yeah. Like, why are you buying a near mint copy and making it LP? I don't understand.
That card is definitely fucked up at this point. I graded an overflowing and it got an 8, so I sold it raw. It's funny because David showed me the card and he's just like, CT, I don't get it. Like, PSA's just being an asshole. Like, they're so bad. Like, they don't know how to grade, right? And then I'm like, yo, check this out, right? I show him, a zoom up, right? I'm like, you see that? He's like, what? I'm like, dude, that's definitely a fingernail print. And he's like, no.
It was a pin dog.
No, it was a fingernail print. It was like the curvature of the finger. And then I was just like, that's definitely a fingernail print. And he's like, no shot. He looks at it, he goes, oh, fuck. He goes, yeah, no, fingernail, 100%.
Oh, was it a fingernail?
Yeah. So I'm just like, that's what it was. And he's just like, damn it, dude. I should have checked. So I guess even with like those kinds of cards, even though they're higher quality, if you, I guess, you get too excited and you start like fingering the card or whatever, I don't know, you could put some dents in it. And there's like a giant like fingernail like mark on it. So I was just like, yeah, that's definitely the what got an 8. So David says I didn't finger it, I promise.
I didn't ask.
We're not saying it's you. We're just saying someone fingered that card. Okay?
Whoa.
Somebody fingered that card. I don't know what they're doing there. They went from behind too, so I don't know what they were doing, but it was it was kind of crazy.
Of course you would comment now, Dawn. Of course.
Fingering, huh? Yeah, it was like literally, it was like the curvature of the fingerprint. You could tell it. It was like the nail part was curved. So I'm like, that's definitely someone digging in there, you know. I don't know why they would do that, but it is what it is. Aero says I always use protection.
Guys, wrap it up.
Wrap it up, baby. Wrap it up. So, yeah, but that's pretty much what happened at Houston Regionals. Apparently there was some drama too that happened with one of the one of one cards. I don't have all the information, so I don't feel comfortable talking about it. But I heard there was a little bit of drama about like someone like saying that they automatically got the one of one metal card, and then the person that was fighting for that card also said that like that person basically said that they had more points than they actually did, and then they dropped out because of it because they couldn't get like that one of one card anymore, but they could. There's a lot of drama. I don't know what all the full story, but people are mentioning it kind of like on some of the forums. So but it's very interesting to kind of hear, but that even amongst like the lower tier, there was still drama there. So, you know, good to know. It just means it's a competitive game. It's good. It's good news, you know. Wrap it up. Damn, I knew I forgot something.
Oh my god. That's how you make oopsie baby.
Yeah, Houston Regionals, David. But there's like multiple one of one cards. There's like the championship misfortune card, which the champion gets. And then there's also like the metal cards, and there's metal one of one cards for being the best player with that champion. So there's like 16 different champions, and you can get one metal card per being the best player.
With a baby.
Oh my god, I'm trying to talk about different things here, and you keep on saying random shit. No one can focus. Oh my god. Yeah, standard player drama. But the other thing we want to talk about too was that. Is that how you got CT impressed?
Oh my god. I heard there was only 20 Garens. Easy metal card.
Pretty much. If you basically top 64, you definitely won.
Entry. True. Don't wrap it up twice, guys. Just saying.
But Well, we won
Did
the
you
show.
know that?
What?
If you wrap it up twice, the friction,
Breaks it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you end up with an oopsie baby.
Mm-hmm. And so you just do one. One and done. One and done, baby. But anyways, too much friction, not enough lube. The other thing we want to mention is that they are starting to do the drops for the new
Spidey, this is
Eminence
for
in the
you.
Shadow, and this is actually for Spidey because he loves the set.
That explains everything, says A, bro.
That's insane. Jesus, turn on night mode.
No.
This is gonna be a huge set. Like, and I think if this set does not do well, Weiss is gonna be in a rough spot next year because they're putting in all the stops for this set. And
Cooper, no.
what I will say is that they're already doing reveals day by day.
Is this a Gunner anime?
I never watched Eminence in the Shadow, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guys, is this Gunner?
Is this Gooner enough or not that Gooner? But anyways.
Wow.
Look at that. They have all the cards shown up already. And what's kind of cool is that they actually did custom artwork for this set. Because if you pull up the card, you can see there are Weiss cards in their hands, guys. There is the beta. They have literal Weiss cards in their hands, okay?
Tame compared to Azure and Nikkei. Like a 5
5
and
and
Nikkei is a 10. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's not Gunner.
Yeah, this is English exclusive though. So this is an English exclusive set. They also have this card as well.
Yes, Tina.
It doesn't let me click on it. That's weird. But you can see that there is actually the Weiss card in their hand. So it's pretty cool that actually Weiss is trying to actually do something different and actually add their own touch to it.
I like that they're holding Weiss Schwarz cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that additional touch. So they are finally doing something actually exclusive and doing exclusive art. So you know this is not photo grabbed or screen grabbed or anything like that. This is new art that has their own touch to it. So pretty nice to see. What's cool about the set too is that the rarities in this is actually pretty crazy. So if we go to, let's go to the actual Weiss site. If we go to Eminence in the Shadow, there's a lot of different rarities in here. So you have what we call an SAR.
Jamie releases at the same time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually insane. So you have your SAR, which is a serialized rare card. This is basically the American equivalent of the AGR. So think of AGR without wet stick, essentially. You have this new rarity called the Shadow Rare. I don't know what this is, but if I had to guess, it's
What
probably...
if it's like a BWR kind of site?
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. This is probably stupid rare. Like, that's already 2 super high rarities that I've never, like, well, SAR obviously you heard of, but I never heard of an SHR. So this is probably higher than the SEC Plus. SEC Plus, there are 5 of them, and this is not a guaranteed per case. This is an extra. So from our history of pulling SEC Pluses,
Black suit variant?
it's usually like 1 in every like couple cases.
What does that mean? What is a black suit variant?
Like them wearing the black suit, right? This stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. But there's only 1 of them out there. There's literally only 1. You have 5 SEC pluses, 4 triple rare pluses.
Wait, it's only 1 of them out there? What do you mean?
There's only 1 card of them. That's it.
Oh, okay.
You have 10 SSPs, 7 SPs, okay? That's a big set. This is actually a very, very, very large set. And so I think that this might be a very good title to get for Weiss next year. So I don't really know how crazy, everything else is going to be, but I think this set is going to do very well. And I think it's going to be the first English exclusive set to actually perform at a very high level from like a selling standpoint. So I'm hyped for this set. Like, I don't know much about it, but just the way that the box rarities are designed, it makes me really excited. So if the artwork is like top tier, this will likely be one of the hottest sets of next year.
Isn't this
when it
an
comes
anime?
To Weiss. Yeah, it's an anime. Yeah. This will be one of the hottest sets of next year, in my opinion, if they do the rarities properly. And like the artwork also looks fantastic because from the configuration, this is what
TK.
What's up, man? This is what a set should look like from a rarity distribution perspective. It looks very, very healthy.
The Japanese are gonna scalp our product.
Oh my god. Probably, honestly, Brian, probably. How many subscribers for CTDMG cosplay? You're
No,
far away.
it's a point redemption.
Yeah, you're far away though. Um, this is definitely going to do super well though for next year. It's going to be a really hot set. I already know Spidey wants a case, so we'll talk about that. But this is definitely going to be a very, very, very hot set. So if there's any set to bet on, this would probably be one of the sets that I look into. The other sets that are also going to be pretty prominent that people probably don't really talk too much about are going to be um, the Fujimi set. So this Fujimi set has 2 cards you're really looking for. This is actually a very top-heavy set, so I'm not a big fan of the configuration of the way it's built. But the thing is that those 2 cards that everybody wants, which is the Kudami and the Rias, those cards already have people offering $2,000 for those cards. So there's some crazy fans that I know. They already told me, they're like, I'm going to offer $2,000 for it. These cards, if you pull them, will get you a fat payout. So I don't even want to imagine what that Rios SEC will be. Like I said, there's already open offers at 2K, Vroin. People already told me that people are offering 2K for it. So
Kurumi and Rias don't have VA6, do they? No.
That's actually what the creator of the manga is going to be their signatures. But does it really matter? I personally don't think so. People still buy it. I think
it's kind of cool to have
the original mangaka.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. We'll make it a lottery for US phone numbers only.
I agree,
imagine you start buying up all the English product, you start calling Japan. All right, who's the highest bidder? Who wants to get these cases from us? I'm selling to the highest bidder.
They sculpt our Mishoku Tensei trial deck cases and cause the national Roxy TDSP shortage.
That's true. That is so true.
And that was readily available.
Yeah. And now that card is like $1,600 raw. It's disgusting. So this set's gonna be very popular. So I think in April, this is going to be a rough month for your guys' wallets. If you're a big anime fan and you're into any one of these kind of things, it's both on the same day. Emmons in the Shadow and Fujimi is the same day. I'm so fucked financially for this set too because I bought so many cases for you guys, and I'm gonna have to pay out all the cases on the same day. So I have to spend a lot of money to get cases for you guys all on the same day. Usually it's like spread out, right? Even for like sets like Fairy Tail, which is March 13th, and where's Oshinoko? Oshinoko March 27th. I at least have a 2-week window where I can kind of recover. When I get these 2 sets for you guys, both Fujimi and Emmons in the Shadow, that's gonna be a 5-figure check basically I have to put out to my person. I'd be like, here you go, kind sir, thank you. I just spent 5 figures on all these booster boxes.
I should have black market bought someone's competitor pass for Paris. I think I could have gone far. Kangster, we told you.
You said to go.
Your friends or your teammates literally really let you down. You should have just gone. You should have just gone.
Which one has feet art?
It's okay, next year. Let's
see.
Months of nothing and then dropping 2 banger sets on the same day. Right, Vroin? Like, what the fuck?
Let's see. Does Fujimi have feet art?
Wait, what? There's feed pics? Says Dawn.
Dude, Dawn is a gooner.
Just show the gooner card.
Okay, this is the card you're chasing right here. You get this card. You guys have seen this before.
Unfortunately, they covered her foot.
Yeah, they covered her foot. Her foot would have been right there. You can kind of see it, but it's covered by the text. This is the card you guys are chasing if you guys want this set. So, partial feet picks. Let's see if there's any feet picks in these.
Let's see.
You got boobas though right here. So you have a Kano. That's you guys, chat. That's chat right there between Kano's boobies. You know. So you got the mommy milkers going in. Calcium cannons. You do got some calcium.
You can use
cannons.
AI to fill in the rest of the feet, Dawn. That is true desperations.
Insane.
If only the passes weren't linked to your Riot ID. Oh, dude, get a better team next year. Maya Kano.
What else is there?
Always the booba community being given the love. I'm sorry. Is the feet just... There's just not enough feet for you?
That's crazy. If you like legs, they got legs right here, okay? You got some leg action going on here.
That's not what
okay?
they asked for.
They want feet.
Come on. You know what they're
There's no
asking.
more feet though. It's not a feet set.
Guys, I'm sorry.
No feet.
You might have to skip up on this.
Lots
skip
of
on this
booba
set.
though. Tons of booba.
Wait, show that one.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is this,
This
guys?
PR card is crazy. Ay, ay, ay.
Guys, you know you want that.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's actually insane. They should have made that card SSP.
You didn't say armpits? Oh my god.
Heaven's sake. It's female battle attire. Oh my god.
Will Beckett grade this? I mean, everything's covered.
I guess. I mean, but yes, this is gonna be a Gooner set though.
All right, Azure Lane 2 still gets to retain majority of the feet buyers.
That's true. That is true. So, worst case scenario, if you're a booba fan, this is the set for you though, because there's lots of boobas. Okay, now everyone's waking up. I show boobas, and now everyone's like,
Look at what dots! I've actually had boobas that size on my face in the exotic dance club. It's an interesting feeling.
oh my god.
Is that what you want, CT?
No, I did not say I wanted that.
Do you want that? Huh?
No, I'm not saying I
face?
want that in my face. I'm just saying that's an interesting experience that Don had. Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's it. That's
Uh-huh.
it. That's it. Let me eat my cuttlefish in peace. I'm pretty sure Edmonton the Shadow, if they have Delta, she's gonna have feet pics. Hey, if they do, you know, shout out to everyone.
Guys, have you seen that video of this woman with really big boobs, and she strikes down a watermelon with her boob, and it breaks? Have you seen that video? I was scared.
That's crazy.
I was actually scared.
Not to be TMI, just past memories from when I was a fuckboy coming back to me. There you go. Insane.
I hear about that, but I haven't seen it. It's very searchable. But they're hunting the demons. Isn't it a good thing then?
Yeah. So this set is going to be very popular as well. So again, sets to watch for sure. Emmett's in the Shadow, Fujimi. We also got cases of Fairy Tail and Oshinoko. We got a master case of both of them, so we'll have enough product for you guys to open. These will not be as hyped as Eminence and Fujimi, but we have a month to kill, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to open this anyways. And in these sets, you can also pull the SAR. This one in particular is going to be interesting because if you pull the SAR, that's an I SAR. And if you guys know, everyone wants I. I is like, you know, I Hoshino. Crazy. So this will be a good set as well in the meantime. You didn't... Brian's like, what? You didn't get McCain?
What the fuck is that?
Dude, who the fuck knows what McCain is, Brian?
What is this?
Brian, what is McCain? Do you even watch McCain? I asked anyone in chat if anyone knew what McCain was, and everyone said no, I have no idea. So we didn't even bother.
I'm hesitant to touch Oshinoko because I'm going to pull another Aqua. I need another Mencho Master. So I know someone who bought 25 cases of Japanese to try pull an AGR from him.
He did not. That dude just lost like 25 racks. Oh,
we know
God.
him?
I know him? Oh my God. That's crazy. I did not know that. That's crazy. Yeah, I would never order.
Might have
that
been
many.
15, okay. But still,
I mean,
that's a lot of
money.
cases.
That's a lot of money to throw down. Yeah,
Seems like a slice of life.
I can't see that happening. That's crazy though. But I personally would never touch this. Also, our community doesn't know anything about McCain, so we're never going to bring this into a stream. But if you guys do like McCain and you want to buy it for yourself, just letting you guys know, February 13th.
I'm still upset about Dandadan.
Dandadan was the biggest failure you possibly could have had. Dandadan, insanely good IP. the worst execution on product delivery. Just to show you guys how bad this is, let me show you. SEC pluses, they don't have any signatures on them. Triple Rare Plus, one of them is cool. SSP, can't even tell it's an SSP. The SPs are 24 SPs. These are not signed. They're just a blank SP. This set sucks dick. It's probably one of the worst sets I've ever seen in Weiss
Some
history.
guy in Mexico keeps asking me if I sell playsets of McCain because no one else is shipping to Mexico. Had to disappoint him. Yeah, there's so many South Americans that are like trying to get any playsets, but we just can't send it to them.
Yeah.
And like we gave them a pretty good price too, but it was just like so impossible to send there.
It's really hard to send there.
I think the high rarities have the same art as a rare or double rare. One a signature SP and it's for the Aria, yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks. Yeah, there's only
two SPs, like actual SPs.
The worst character, by the way. The worst character gets the SIGs.
Even Granny would have been better.
Yeah. Oh my god. Actually, I would have loved the Granny. If Granny had Siggies, I would have tried.
This set is dog shit, okay?
Whichever set has no dudes or lollies in it, I'll buy. This feels like last minute attempt to try and fix the issue with Japanese set, but they didn't fix anything. Granny is voiced by Monkey D. Luffy voice actress. Wait, really?
Oh, she's a legend.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Oh, no wonder they couldn't get it.
Makes sense. But hey, should have tried at least.
So that's probably why they it would be the hardest rights to get. Okay, then what happened to all the other characters? Why don't they have a Siggy?
This set.
Like, what about him? What about her? What about him? What about her?
I'm not even kidding. If they had signatures for every card, this would have been a banger set.
And Turbo Granny.
This would have been This would have been a banger set if they had signatures of all the characters.
Let's shout out Bushy Road. Just cause. Shout out.
Do they even have a Twitch?
Apparently.
They do.
Road_PR. Oh, it does not exist.
Oh, doesn't exist.
Boo. If they had 6, it's the bad art choices, style choices for their cards would make it similar to Chainsaw Man release. That's so sad.
I mean, even with Chainsaw Man, it wasn't terrible. It was fine.
Wait, this is kind of cool though. The only thing redeeming about this is probably the
playmat.
Playmat.
That's so sad.
Because you guys have seen the Azure Lane playmat, right? That thing sucks. That is an ugly playmat.
Actually terrible.
It's like crop box art. Yeah, it's ugly.
So that was like the release. So these are the cards.
Oh, they're really cute.
They're cute, but I don't know anything about this anime.
Oh, they don't even get playmats.
Nor does chat. So that's why we kind of skipped it. But Eminence, banger. I know everyone likes Eminence.
Oh, too. That's cool.
It's a cool playmat.
That's a cool playmat.
So
honestly, I wish that they made like bigger playmats. Weiss is like one of the smallest playmats. But if they made a bigger one, like I would use it.
I think one of my biggest goals personally, I don't know about Aaron, but like I would love to get to a point where we can actually have one-on-one sessions with Bushy Road staff. I would love to talk to like the higher ups at Bushy Road and like be hired to help them out with like planning out sets.
What do you mean it's like a dish?
And like building out like what the rarities should look like. That would be the most awesome experience ever, because I still think to this date that Weiss artwork is some of the best artwork in the world. They always do a fantastic job with all the foiling, the artwork, and everything.
Is so sad.
So if I could just work on their strategy with them, I would kill for that opportunity. I would honestly kill for that opportunity. But that's down the line. That's like down the line though. Right? You would like to do that, right? Be on a strategy call with Bushy Road.
That'd be awesome.
So, because honestly, they have some of the best IPs. You just have to use them properly. That's pretty much it. So, this is all old. Old. But yeah, they need better sets though. Some of these sets recently have just been very lackluster. What are you looking at? This is old news.
I know, it's just sad, that's all.
Oh, okay. We go to the next
It just
topic.
looks like sadness. Oh, that's an ugly playbill.
Anyways, the next topic is
Bushy
going to
Road
be...
Hater, do you have any commentary on this? What is this?
Anyways, the next topic is going to be this. And Chibi brought this up earlier, but we didn't have time yesterday to cover it. But if you guys know, this is the famous Kabuto King. And if you don't know the lore about Kabuto King, this dude is buying out every single first ed Kabuto. The dude started with nothing. I think now he's at over like 2,000 copies of this card. And he continues to buy it out. So Kabuto King is literally just buying out every single Kabuto. And what's really funny is that he did a charity auction for St. Jude Children's Hospital, which is actually very nice. I'm glad they did it for a charity event. So it wasn't going to him directly. It's going to, you know, the Children's Hospital. He raised $51,000 and $51,100 for getting a first ed Kabuto with a nice crown on top and his signature Kabuto King. Round of applause for Kabuto King. Pretty crazy. This one is actually kind of funny because there's actual video of Logan Paul putting in his bid at 51,000 and he still lost. He lost his one that put in probably a ceiling of 52. So this is a pretty crazy thing to see, but he has no sales history, only sold this one card. And if we go to the bids, here we go. This bid at 51,000. This was Logan Paul's account that he was using. I don't know which account he was using, but he literally showed in his video that he bid on Kabuto King's thing at 51,000, and he still lost. So number 35, that is Logan Paul's shadow account. I don't know what it is, but it's an account. And you can see all these auction numbers going in. I'm not gonna lie, some of these numbers look kind of sus, to be honest, but this is actually crazy though. Aaron, look at this. Aaron, there's literally all these zeros bidding on it. Let me see if you guys can see it better. There's all these zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And at the very top, there's like a sea of zeros and 29. That just means that some people are setting floors and ceilings all across the board. But if Logan's bid 51K, it still would have been way over. No, it's true. It honestly, I don't know what the total was. If I had to guess, it's probably somewhere in the 60K range. If like even at 51, he got outbid. So who knows? But I found this very interesting that there was a wall set up the entire time. So kind of crazy. I feel like people knew Logan was bidding, so they made accounts just to make him burn money, I guess. I don't think anyone knew though Cool Brew until later because he didn't put out the video until afterwards. He stopped doing like the live bidding. He always puts up the video after it's said and done. So I don't know if people knew he was bidding. Maybe they did. I don't know. But usually he tells people after the fact now because last time he did that, when he was buying things like live or buying things like the day of, he like, you know, pumped the market. So he's gotten a lot smarter now with talking about, I guess, his purchases or whatever. So it's kind of interesting to see. And then, like Chibi said, we should look at how much a first ed Kabuto is right now. So let's go to TCG player. Let's type in Kabuto and see how much this card has risen. Kabuto. Oh my Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Condition, near mint, printing first ed. That's crazy.
What?
The Kabuto has gone from $3.31 in September 14th all the way up to a high of $38.
That's crazy.
That's actually insane. This is just the raw price too, guys. Insane. 6 months ago, it was $1.43. Okay? $1.43.
Wrong pool.
It has 40x, guys, in the span of 6 months. That's disgusting. Literal 6 months, it's 40x. This is actually disgusting. Now, let's see what it looks like to actually get a PSA 10 Kabuto. Kabuto First Ed Fossil. Let's see. Let's see the sales data. Oh, Jesus Christ. Aaron,
What?
it sold for $850.
What? No one wants that card.
What the fuck? Oh my god. That's crazy. Last confirmed sale was an auction too, so it probably was paid for. This is $850 for a Kabuto First Ed Common. Do I have extra First Ed Geodudes? I probably do, Chibi, but I'm not one to look through my entire binder, or not binder, but like I have like this giant tub of like old commons. I'm pretty confident I have an old First Ed Kabuto, but they're all beat up. Like they're super beat up. They're like not minty at all. But this is actually insane. $850 for a First Ed Kabuto. I need to expedite my Kabuto now. Okay, just for Chibi's sake, okay? Let's look at something kind of interesting. Let's type in Geodude First Ed PSA 10. Geodude. Chibi, this is still cheap. You're at around like 120, anywhere between 110 and 120. So if you have a Geo, you got it for 70? Oh, you're up then. You're actually up. Guys, people are speculating already on other small things. And this is now 120, 110, somewhere in that range. But Geodude is now way up than what Chibi bought it for. He bought it for $70 in a PSA 10. Now it's 100 something. But this is why I always say, though, be very careful when you buy anything that's very speculative, because you really never know what you're buying. In the case of Kabuto, you're trusting in Kabuto King. It's gonna go up as long as like he's not willing to sell. But the moment he sells, y'all be cooked. Y'all be cooked. So just be careful what you're buying. But I thought it would just be fun to kind of iterate how crazy we have gotten in this hobby, where we're starting to talk about like meme sales at this point. And it's for a good cause. I'm not gonna like talk shit about it, because obviously like it's helping, you know, a charity foundation. So I'll always say good things. But we are in the meme culture era.
It's just his foundation.
There's no way he owns St. Jude.
That would be funny if he did.
Oh yeah, if he owns St. Jude, that'd be so funny. This sounds like GME and Roaring Kitty. It kind of does.
Yeah, it does.
Like we have entered the shitcoin era not crypto, the shitcoin era of TCG. There's 100% a lot of like shitcoin behavior happening in the TCG market. So just be very careful about what you're buying. Again, a lot of people are trying to participate now, whereas before in the past we used to idolize like history, relics, things that like have a lot of historical value. But we've entered an era of like the shitcoin era, where everyone just wants to pump and participate in everything, which I understand. Like you want to be part of that like movement, right? But just be very careful, because these are not based on fundamentals at all. You want to make sure that you're buying things for yourself that will insulate you, make you happy, and know that it's going to do well in the future. But just be careful is what I'm saying. But that's the Kabuto sale. What we are going to talk about, though, are some more serious things, which is we had some pretty big things going on right now. So on Heritage, you have a couple big cards that are going to sell in the next 2 days, or 2 or 3 days, basically. You have First Ed base Charizard, okay? This card is already at 330,000. With buyer's premium, we're at 412,000. I've showed this card already, but I just wanted to show you guys that like this card is ending in 2 days, 2.5 to 3 days. So we'll see where this ends at. My gut feeling it's probably be around like the 450 to 500K range, but I could be completely wrong. Who knows? So we'll see what this ends at. But this is actually buying history. Again, is it higher than in the past? Of course, but at least when you're buying stuff like this is like the pinnacle of the hobby. If you don't appreciate first ed based Charizard, I don't know what to tell you because it's like literally what like started everyone's journey into Pokemon. Um, Now you have cards that people are more familiar with as well too. You have the Illustrator. So this is the Pikachu Illustrator in a CGC 9. We're at 260K with BP. It's at $325,000. I don't know what this will end at, but if I had to guess, probably somewhere in that like 400, 450K range. This has usually been pretty accurate with a lot of the Illustrator action. You have the number one trainer cards, okay? These cards, in my opinion, I believe should be a lot more valuable because they represent what the hobby's about, which is about being the very best like no one ever was. To own this card, you had to be the very best like no one ever was. And this is the first one. You're gonna sleep? We're not done yet.
So tired.
We're almost done. We're almost done.
I am so tired.
Oh my god. All right. Erin is going to sleep, guys, because Erin is dying. I don't know what she did, but she didn't do anything today. This is the Pikachu number one. So pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Again, we're at 325,000 with BP. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've been sleeping earlier and then I woke up and then she's been sleeping the whole time. So I don't know what she was doing. So I was up with you the whole time. Okay. Apparently she was getting additional gifts, so I'll give her a pass. But I was up with her the whole time, and then she just went to the other room. From the other room, let's go, Erin. I don't know. She's just chilling. So, this is the number one Pika. So again, I think this card will probably go for a lot higher when it finally sells, but we'll see where it ends at. And then we have another number one Pika. This one's in a PSA 5, so understandable why it's a lot less. A lot of times with these kinds of cards too, obviously having conditional rarity definitely impacts it. But again, even in a 5, any other kind of set, any other kind of card, this would be like nowhere close to this price. But again, you're buying the rarity of the card, not necessarily always just the condition. So that's why even in a PSA 5, it's very expensive still. Rest up brunch tomorrow. Yes, we will definitely have brunch tomorrow. Yeah, this is a boys' night now. So this is the solo night, CT solo night. So that is for the heritage side, though. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Aaron's leaving them. I'm gonna head off to bed. Jokes aside, it's 11. Time for bed. Thanks for stream. No, thank you so much, Doverton. Thank you, and we will see you very soon. The very last part, which I'll go over, is this right here. So this is the Blastoise from the first ed Blastoise from base set. And what's really is she still shopping after my help? She was buying other stuff. I don't know what she was buying, Spidey, because like she told me she's going to sleep right after she bought it, but I guess she ended up getting other things. But it is what it is. CT, is her PC ETB unguarded now? Let me go ask her. Aaron, can they buy your PC ETB now? Okay, she said no. I'm sorry, Waffle. You can show it on screen for a screenshot as a me. She said no, unfortunately. I still gotta ask her, even though she's in the bed. But this is the first ed Blastoise. So this is again. So this will actually sold for $84,000. And wait, this exact copy. This exact copy, David. That's crazy. That's actually so crazy. So what's really funny about this, guys, is back in the day, not even back in the day, is pretty recent. If we pull up alt, let's pull up alt real quick, and we type in first ed Blastoise PSA 10. first edition. Okay, there we go. And we go into the last sales. So even around between January to June, even October, this was hovering literally in that 17 to 20K range, right? And you know, a lot of people can say like, "Oh, I can't afford." Oh, we can't see it in the screen. Let me reduce this 1 second. You guys can see it now, right? So I bought it for 17K and sold it for 35K in PWCC back in 2022. Damn, there we go. So what's really crazy about this is that even in July, anywhere between July to since October, when like the market was like really popping off, you could have still bought this card for like 20,000. And what's really crazy is that I mentioned so many times on stream that when times get really crazy, people always move back to investing in the fundamentals and really honing in on what makes the most sense. And I had these conversations with lots of people, including Brown Eyes, and I said, I don't understand why like base set has not moved, because in reality, base set should be a lot more expensive because all the other gold stars and everything else has gone explosive. It went really, really nuclear, but for whatever reason, base set wasn't moving. And so I said, from a fundamental perspective, this is the set that literally set the foundation for everything in this entire hobby. It's this set. So at some point, this card has to go super nuclear. And when it finally did, I don't know if like this price is like, you know, going to stay forever or if it's going to correct. I have no idea. But what I did know is that at that time, it made so much sense that this card needs to move upwards. Like Charizard was already expensive, but Blastoise and Venusaur wasn't that expensive. Um, it will obviously, like Brown Eye said, there probably will be a correction at some point, but with everything else moving crazily in this market, it was a matter of time for this to kind of pop off. And so when I saw this, I said, man, if I wasn't starting streaming at that time and I was just like buying other stuff, there were a couple things I was looking at. I was looking at buying up gold stars before they popped off and buying up like base set stuff. And I kind of wish that I was able to do that. But again, like the money went into basically making sure our stream grew. And I'm so glad we did it. But I did say multiple times on the stream too that this was really, really crazy opportunity to buy a piece where there's a lot of people actually, even in our chat, that say like, "Oh, I can't afford this." In reality, if you sell your entire collection, you could afford this. A lot of people could. And what's crazy is that, you know, if you did do that, you would already be up like 4x. It's insane that in the matter of almost 6 months, you would have been up 4x and turned like 20,000 to like 80 to 90,000. It's actually super, super crazy to see this. So, something to always keep in mind is that as things get crazy, always know to look towards the fundamentals. If you don't know where to place things and you just have an additional disposable income to kind of work with, put them in places where you feel like they have good fundamentals behind it. So I kind of wanted to iterate upon that because I mentioned this a lot of times on stream, but you know, I say people invest in hype, but at the end of the day, you still want to put it into really solid assets. You don't want to put it into like speculative things that just like die immediately. So it is kind of crazy in that regard. Um, let's see here. When I was at the card show to sell the boas, I saw a vendor that had the pre-order Nami BGS10. I thought it was familiar. Then I looked at the serial number and opened up my IG. It was my Nami that I sold last year. Damn. It's really crazy to see how a lot of these cards get recirculated. Um, Very few people actually in the hobby really diamond hand anything anymore. It's like a blessing and a curse. Like it's good that there's more liquidity now, but it's also kind of a curse too because nothing really ever stays foundational. But that's also why I like things like this. I like things like Polaroids. I like things that have that like really limited supply because people actually do hold these things. They're not just going to be like thrown on the market every single day, and then like, you know, blown up into oblivion. I like things like that. And so if you guys ever had the chance in your life to pick up things that, you know, you have additional income that you want to kind of like store as a source of value, whatever, um, there's opportunities for you guys that you can look into. Do not always chase and follow what everyone does. If everyone tells you that like, oh, go into One Piece is super hot right now, that's probably the worst advice anyone can ever give. You should always do what you think makes the most sense for you at the time, but also has like good fundamentals behind it. And so that's something that myself and Aaron always preach on our channel is like always find things that have that solid fundamentals. Like we can laugh about like the Kabuto King and the Kabuto selling for like 900 bucks and like, you know, go buy them out, grade them, get a 10 and stuff like that. But like that stuff doesn't really persist long term. It's a quick thing and then it dies out pretty quickly. So just be careful with doing things like that. Always have the right headspace essentially. So that's with the Blastoise, and then with the some other cards. Let me do this again. Here's the Venusaur. So the Venusaur is 48,000, and what's kind of crazy too is that I think even compared to the Blastoise, a lot of the value I think of it being a little bit lower is probably because it's a one cert. I hate saying it, but people a lot of times like to play like, oh, old cert sucks. We can actually take a look and see if it actually does suck. Oh, that's actually pretty rough. Yeah, that's pretty rough. So in this case, the price is buying the label because this one cert is pretty rough. You can see the scuffing on the top right here, the sides and everything. It is definitely a scuffed copy. So in this case, the price probably is reflected in it that it's a pretty weak 10. So yeah, I guess people are getting smarter too, though. So it is in today's world, this probably would have been a PSA 8, like Waffle said. So always check the card. Sometimes there are some two certs and one certs that are actually very clean. I've seen two certs being better than a lot of 10, 11, 12 certs. But you have to always check the card to make sure that it actually is what they say it is. In this case, this would not qualify as a PSA 10 in today's world. So kind of cool to see, though. That actually brings up a good question, though. Let's check and see the Blastoise now. Let's see if that was clean. So this is a 4-cert Blastoise. Let's see. Front looks pretty good. Let's see the back. This one's pretty good. So there's just that little thing right here on the left, and I'm hovering over right here, and then a tiny little thing here. But this, for vintage standards, was actually pretty fair. I think that this would still qualify, but that's the difference too. When you have an actual, minty copy, like a minty 10, versus a really old, fucked up 10. So that's why you can have these massive swings between 84,000 all the way down to 48,000. So pretty crazy. You also have the no rarity Charizard that happened, which is a 9 selling for $27,600. This one I think is also a new high. I haven't seen it sell for this high yet, but this is the Shining Gyarados from Neo Revelations. I actually have a client that wants this card right now. This one just sold for a new record high for 21.6. I think last day it was closer to like 18, 19K. But also a very desirable card. If you're a vintage collector, this is one of the first shining appearances of Gyarados. So you know what it is. Actually, is pretty solid. Pretty solid. So you got stuff like this. Umbi, Vaporeon, all that shebang. Gengar, other Shadowless Blastoise. But yeah, you guys should kind of just pay attention to different types of auctions all the time because they always pop up with interesting things. So that's with that. And then is there anything else that we need to cover? Fujimi, this, Weiss. No, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So today, again, it's a pretty light day. We're gearing up for our 12 days of Ripmas, which will start on Friday. So it is likely going to be on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll probably take a little bit of a break. So tomorrow for sure, we're not going to be streaming because I have to get additional product for you guys. Thursday is kind of up in the air. But starting Friday, we're going to be streaming every single day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, you name it. It's going to be a giant, I shouldn't say a marathon, but basically we'll be streaming every single day, 4 to 5 hours per day probably. So just get ready for that. It's going to be a really, really crazy time when we do that. So it should be a lot of fun. and we'll have tons of stuff to rip for that. Thank you for the information. Thank you, Long. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you, Cool Brew. When do you think the Teleca cases will come in? So they are coming in on Monday, champ. The Teleca cases are coming on Monday. It's already been shipped out. So what's nice that this set is already in the States, so it should come in pretty quickly. First rip miss is Surging Sparks. It's actually not. That will not be the first that we're going to be ripping. That's actually going to be the last set we'll rip, Spidey, because it's kind of like an homage to where we started. So we're going to actually start with other sets before we do Surging Sparks. Please let me know if any sets come from that crack house. So Cool Brew, the crack house that I went to, I don't think we'll ever have product from that crack house again, largely because the only product that that guy ever carried was Gundam, and that person doesn't really carry that much product. He just had it because he got it from his LGS like a long time ago. But in terms of that particular crack house, that one will probably not be gone to in a long time, if not ever again. So there are other places we can get crack houses from, you know, but we actually went to one recently, not a crack house, but it's pretty much like a mansion. It's a really weird location too when we found it, because we're just like, why are we meeting here? And then out of the blue, like this is a giant mansion that pops up. We're just like, what the fuck? And then we're getting Pokemon from them. So we'll have plenty more stories like that, but that is for a later time. So will my money going your way on Monday? So we start on Friday, Dawn, and I think the first that we'll start with, hopefully, fingers crossed that we get it in time, is going to be Nikkei. Nikkei will probably be the first set to start it off with a nice little a rip session. So that Friday, it'll probably be Nikkei, assuming the case comes in. The guy did promise that the case comes in on Thursday / beginning of Friday. So I'm really hoping and praying that the holidays don't fuck it up. If they do, we'll figure out what we're gonna do to replace it that day. But starting on Friday, we'll likely have the Nikkei case break. So that'll be kind of the first case break for us is Nikkei. Um, and then we'll kind of like pace out basically all the streams. So every day is a different type of content style. So one day it'll be like breaks, the next day it'll be like an IRL stream, the next day it'll be breaks again, and then it'll be again like a collector journey kind of like IRL stream. We have a lot of things planned for you guys, so either tomorrow or Thursday we'll have the official schedule up so you guys can actually follow along and see when we're doing everything. The really important part too is that for that stream, for all those streams, we are also be giving away product every single day to you guys. So whether that's an expensive pack, a booster bundle, a booster box, something, it's going to be a pretty nice gift every single day, and every 12 out of every those 12 days. So it's going to be a lot of fun, giving back to all you guys for always taking care of us, as well as being able to kind of open, you know, our favorite products of the entire year. So it's kind of like an homage to like where we started. So it'd be really cool to see. Tons of fun stuff planned out. Next two boxes will make or break me. I want Hearts to Hearts and Kiki. Dude, all of you guys want everything. But whether you get it or not is a different story. You gotta like you know, trust the gods. Pray to the right gods then. By the way, me and Champ are ripping our case with his splits. With hit split. Okay. CYE and Hearts to Hearts for me, and Kiki and Kickflip for Champ. Ooh, hey, I like it. I like it. It's like a draft. I respect it. I respect that. That's pretty sick. Changing 9s to 10s, totally our first time, guys. Don't worry, just a one-off thing. PSA. Okay, so like the thing with PSA is that it's being heavily talked about for, you know, changing the grades, and I'm sure it does happen. I wouldn't be like, you know, surprised if it didn't. Um, I think the big thing with that is that you kind of have this weird conflict of interest where you're the grading company also charging the secondary market pricing as well. Whether or not it's actually you yourself offering or like another, you know, repacking company acting on behalf of PSA, I think that there has to be definitely some regulations around that because it can get pretty wild in terms of what you can do. And I've always felt very uncomfortable when you have both the grader and the seller be the same market. I understand PSA's standpoint because they're trying to like control the market that way, so I get that. But it definitely raises a lot of ethical questions around that. So hopefully in the future there's a little bit more regulations regarding that. But right now it is kind of crazy that like the major reason why Pokemon is still strong, or just like a lot of those kind of cards in general are strong, is because a lot of the repackers and PSA is kind of propping up the market. So people that I talk to still say, hey, people aren't as strong as buying anymore in terms of like the regular people that I would be buying in the past, or regular collectors, normies, whatever, right? Whatever you want to call them. Um, but he said from a selling perspective, he's still doing great because repackers and all these other places are still buying out like crazy. So until that changes, we have a very unique market dynamic right now going on. So pretty crazy. Santa CT, I try, Matt Popcat. Friends asked me what I'm doing for Xmas, and I said my addictions. Oh my god. Guys, if you have things with friends that you need to go out and touch grass. That is a-okay, okay? We appreciate all you guys coming into our streams and always supporting us. Like, we love you guys for doing that. But if you do have IRL obligations and things to do, hang out with your friends, go hang out with your friends, guys. I'm telling you right now. What you can really do is if you want to, you can hang out with your friends and watch your stream at the same time, okay? You can have it on the side lurking. You can hang out with your friends that way. So we always say you never have to be there. Never feel the pressure to be here. Think of us as a kind of a way to kind of relax, kick it with the homies, and just chill out. So if you do have things to do, like make sure you do those IRL things because they're important. Especially if like your homie G's from way back when. Take care of them. Um, I managed to buy a Teleca promo box sealed. Hopefully it ships. Ooh. Actually, someone brought that up. Someone bought the Teleca thing from that one site for like $600 for the box. What did you pay, Tezu? Because people were paying like $600 for that, so it's pretty interesting. Said I'm only attending the releasing of my K-pop ripping endorphins. Okay. Sure. Whole lot of LCS, LGS canceling their subs to PSA right now. Yes, there's a lot of people doing that. Even for BGS actually too, Tino, a lot of guys are canceling orders to BGS because BGS said that they're backed up and can't take any orders. So the entire grading space has gotten really, really weird recently. And then CGC also upping up the price of their whatchamacallit, of their boxes. I mean, sorry, of their grading also was like not really well received either because it's like, hey, you could have been like, we're already fast. We just like do it at a more efficient pace and we're cheap and affordable. Well, they raised their prices too. So people were pretty mad about that. I understand business wise why they did it because a lot of it is more for security and protection around their slab. So um, it's less counterfeited. A lot of these companies right now are really afraid of counterfeiting as a problem in the future because a lot of these counterfeiting companies are getting really good at doing like slab counterfeiting. So some of these price increases are actually going to technology to kind of alleviate that pressure of counterfeit issues. But a lot of the general public does not know that. So they just assume that they're just getting really greedy. And they could be getting greedy too. I could just be completely wrong. But a lot of times when they do that, it's not just because they want to be a dick and raise the prices for the sake of raising the prices. There's usually a core issue around that, and it's typically around safety and security, especially when it comes to counterfeiting technology and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind that it's not always as black and white. But I do know that if you are a longtime supporter of CGC and you see those price rises and they don't tell you why they rise, you feel pretty slighted and you feel pretty pissed off. So whether it's CGC, PSA, BGS, they all have some serious problems right now when it comes to their backlog. So what happens if it gets fixed? Who knows? But right now it's a little bit tough for sure. Mystery packs propping up the market. Gotta love the repack synapse. Gotta love the repacks. Does work equal grass? I mean, if you're going outside, Wicked Truth Love, probably. If you are touching grass and going outside, work is still touching grass. So you are still in that realm. There's no grass where I'm at. The snow covered them. Okay, touch the snow, champ. Go touch the snow. Whatever makes you feel happy, go touch some snow then. My friend was like, bring your 5 ETBs to the Christmas party. I was like, no, I already opened one on stream, and that's the one I knew for sure I had. The rest was a surprise. I still can't believe though, Don, you did not know you had another five ETBs. That's actually so mental. So mental. Yeah, I posted that picture. The same shop sold another one a few hours later at 700 and I bought. Oh, hey, yo, okay, okay. So you got it for 700. I like it. I like it. Yes, very interesting times, Tina. Very interesting times. I really wanted to resubmit my Kaisa, but I don't know about PSA right now. Um, I think if I were you, Long, I would probably resubmit it beginning of next year. I think right now submitting cards is just kind of a iffy time, not only because of the internal turmoil, but also because of the holidays. A lot of people just like lose things and kind of like don't keep track of things during the holidays. So if you want to be safe, I would, and you want to like regrade it, I would definitely submit it in the next year when like people start to resume work again. Because like right now, it's just not really ideal with the holidays. People stealing during the holidays, people just forgetting about things because they're on break or like they're at with their families. It's just usually not a very good idea to do that when everyone's winding down. So if you also notice too with PSA, BGS, CGC, all the card shows that they used to go to, usually December is cooked, as in like they don't ever go out to any card shows in December. They're like just locked out. So I would just wait on that for sure. I hate all grading companies equally. It's a game that all of us play, unfortunately. Like I don't like everything that the grading companies do either, Synapse, but you know, it's a big core part of like the ecosystem. And no matter what you do and what you say, it won't stop people from buying it. People will still participate in buying upgraded slabs. It's never going to change. It's going to always be a thing. CDC 110% scam. Beckett 0.5 grading 110% scam. Apparently everything is a scam. Everyone be scamming. Then no, your stream equals grass. Hey, if that's how you touch grass with good tree love, that is fine too. It's gonna be stuck in my head all week. CT, you'll be surprised. The endorphins from winning Last Man Standing got people dumb. Well. I guess I'll be surprised then. Woke up in the morning and when I looked in the mirror, I was like, you dumbass. Had to laugh at myself about it. Dude, I still can't believe you forgot about your other ETBs. To me, that's so insane. But hey, you know, at least you have another 5 ETBs coming up. So that will be ready for you whenever you want to pick it up, Don. Just let us know. But you have your 5 ETBs. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, today is going to be a very short stream. We are gearing up again for Ritmus. So let's find some people to raid. Did Erin ship my keycap? No, I don't think she has. If she hasn't, it's still in her thing. I'll let her know in the morning, Spidey. So that is fine. Okay, this one is super easy. We're gonna raid SoCal Buddies. This is super easy, guys. So they are I don't know what they're ripping, but go show them some love. We love the buddies, so give all our love over to the buddies. If they want to rip anything, go rip with them. Today, again, we're just chilling, nothing too crazy on the stream. Just kind of vibing out, doing some small things, and then again, I will give you guys all the updates with everything on tomorrow or Thursday. And then Friday will be the start of our Ripmas. So we're gonna get as much rest as possible for that because it's gonna be a giant back to back, like you name it, for 12 days straight. So I want to make sure that we're getting enough rest for that. We're not gonna get cooked. As you can see, Erin already went to sleep early because she's tired. So I told her that for now, just get some rest. We will figure out how we're gonna do this for the 12 days. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for coming in to support as always. And for next stream will be either Thursday or Friday, but I will let you guys know in the Discord. So thank you guys. Thank you. Also, I will be up because I got to do some buying and stuff for the Ritmus. So if you guys want to talk in the Discord, I will be in the Discord just chilling, vibing, hanging out. So if you guys want to talk about anything or have any questions, just let me know. In regards to shipments as well, we will ship out some of the people's stuff tomorrow that wanted their stuff shipped out. So Domo, if you're here, we'll have your box shipped out tomorrow. If anyone else wants anything shipped out, I know a lot of people want to keep it stuff for Ritmus, but if you do want anything shipped out, we will ship that out tomorrow for you guys. So Thanks, everybody. But if you have any questions, again, I'll be in the Discord. Just hit me up. And yeah, ciao, guys. Bye.